Hi, it's Janice Dru-Bennett, and today is Sunday, January 24th, 2021. Today I'll be sharing with you the most recent reports on the Currnt platform from the Global Remote Work from Home Experience, Trends, Tools, and Best Practices Smart Group, as well as the Enabling Growth with Sustainability and Philanthropy Smart Group. I'll also be sharing with you the upcoming events with the Visionary Access Network during the week of Davos, where we will be speaking about the Fourth Industrial Revolution with the Nextech AR Solutions Leadership, as well as distance learning and education. And I'll also be joining in the group on the Princeton community around Davos week. The final update I'll share with you will be the upcoming blog posts on the Inkwhy website that I plan to post later this afternoon or evening, as well as in the upcoming weeks. The first screen I'll share with you is our Global Work from Home Experience, Trends, Tools, and Best Practices. This group has currently 70 participants in the panel, as well as thousands of views, and we just published our 24th report. The report we have been putting out every 2 weeks approximately, where subject matter experts come together to share fresh insights and inspiration on timely and important topics. And these are ideas that we vote on and discuss and distill into the following summary. The theme of this past week's report was what technology is still missing in the work from home environment. And as we discussed software gaps, we found that these included corporate creative collaboration software, as well as communications applications, centralized digital communications, virtual experience cloud apps, and cybersecurity applications. So not all companies have access to all the different types of software that can help them collaborate and communicate well, as well as to keep them safe. Internet speeds and bandwidth can also be an issue in the work from home environment, and I have certainly found this to be the case depending on the time of day and how many people around me might be on the internet at any given time. Many collaboration tools are becoming widely adopted, and companies are finding ways to save money by adopting different tech products. Also, hardware, infrastructure, and accessories can be more difficult to obtain depending on what region you're in and the demographics that you're trying to reach. And we need to continue to address how we can close this disparity gap. So in the first key point, cybersecurity as a growing threat in remote work. And during the pandemic, we're also facing a higher risk of cyber crimes. There's DDoS attacks, and organizations really do need to invest and reconfigure their risk-free tech systems. The virtual experience cloud is a term that Nextech has been talking about with the tech stack that we've built for virtual events, online education, as well as e-commerce and advertising. And new interactive apps can really engage the community. The one hot new social media audio-only app, Clubhouse, is creating an environment with in-the-moment conversations. So we have the fear of missing out, or FOMO. And as we jump into the rooms, we start meeting new people and learning about the topics that are relevant and salient right now. And this is a great way to network and connect when we don't have other opportunities to get together in person. And as I mentioned, Nextech AR has been building out a virtual experience tech stack that has been really phenomenal for virtual events and engaging large people with augmented reality. As I mentioned earlier, internet speeds and bandwidth can be an issue as we're accessing new tech and have higher demands on our devices. And as the internet speeds fluctuate, this can prevent smooth transmission during online meetings. And I think we all need to provide each other with some grace and understand when others are facing technical difficulties. However, this can impact our productivity and slow our work as individual contributors and team members. And so it can be an ongoing challenge as we continue to work from home. This ties directly into sustainability as well as enabling growth with philanthropy and sustainable concepts in mind. Similar to the other group, we have a team of 30 panelists in this smart group contributing to various topics. And as a reminder, the upcoming topics can be proposed by the group and voted on, as well as input provided and comments based on what the current questions are. And then the topics, as individuals, you can drop the topics where you think they fall on the scale of impact on bottom line, perception of value. The global work from home topic, the current topic is on impact on innovation and creativity versus impact on business and productivity. So each week the topic can have a different scale that everyone puts in their topics and drops in where each of the inputs are on the overall scale, and you can see how your own input compares to the team average input for the thought leadership that we're producing through the current platform. And once you finish discussing the topic, that's where you can look at the most recent report. And when you click on the last report, you can share it on social media, take the link, and once you jump to that link, it goes to the report where it summarizes how we've come together to talk about these topics over the last 2 weeks. And as we dive into this third theme for enabling growth with sustainability and philanthropy, this question was on how important sustainability is to you personally compared to your company or organization as a whole. And as we discussed this question, we found that sustainability and philanthropy are tremendously important for us as a global whole, but may conflict with goals around reducing costs and maximizing revenues. Also, delivery services, one contributor mentioned, should strive to switch to cleaner, more renewable energy sources and to develop distribution networks and systems that minimize energy usage. So certainly different types of industries may have different ways of addressing their sustainability. Individually and as corporate or organizational leaders, we may have different levels of commitment to volunteering and supporting the philanthropic and sustainable missions of our organizations. The first key point is aligning our personal, corporate, and global goals. As we're individually pulled in multiple directions and focus on activity to sustain our own lifestyles as it relates to work and family, we do need to partner to achieve both personal and overall sustainability. And with the point of increasing delivery service sustainability, the point dove into increasing the use of online ordering of goods during COVID as being problematic regarding transportation, energy usage, and packaging materials, and that delivery services should minimize energy usage and use biodegradable packaging as a recommendation. And then the third point that we discussed in this group that we're highlighting in this report is a commitment to volunteering time and expertise. And as leaders, this is extremely important to think about whether we have varying ability and inclination to volunteer time and expertise. As corporate and organizational leaders, we can take action to encourage more volunteer opportunities for our staff. And finally, as we think about the Davos week coming up, the Visionary Access Network is gathering communities for a number of events. I will be part of the January 26th Princeton Community Gathering, and we will also at Nextech AR be represented on the conversation around the fourth industrial revolution. On the 29th, there will be a topic on education and distance learning, and we are seeing a high level of interest in our virtual platform with universities and colleges, as well as other education delivery platforms. And finally, on February 3rd, we'll also be presenting with other demand generation featured members. And with this particular recording, I will plan to post on the blog in the upcoming weeks. The past few weeks, I actually have not had a moment to update some of the YouTube updates I've done on a weekly basis. I have not put up as a blog post. And so today I'll plan to put up my interview with Mark Hirschberg, which was last week, on the career toolkit, as I think we're still in January. And as we head into the rest of the year, many of us are thinking about our career plans and growth. And then the few weeks before that, I also spoke about virtual events and how to plan an event. So in upcoming weeks, we'll also plan to write up a blog post about how to plan your next virtual event and what the tools are that are available to you. With that, I'm really excited to share what we've done this year so far and what is coming. We'll continue to regularly post thought leadership with the Nextech AR, where we've gathered a hybrid events thought leadership council to talk about the future of hybrid events as we start to see people coming together and also allow for that remote participation. And so stay tuned on more content to come out regarding hybrid events as well.